Hey everybody, it's Lisa Brown, Brown Girls Crafting. And tonight you guys all get to see me without my makeup on.
Me too.
And it's all Jeff's fault.
Wait, okay.
Emma and I were outside planting our flowers, and Jeff decided he was going to play with his new toy, the spray bottle. And he was on the side of the house, and I was on the side of the house, and he was in the front at the corner. And all of a sudden, I get this mist all over me, and it wasn't water. So I had to hop in the shower, and I just decided I wasn't going to put any more makeup on tonight. So what we're going to do tonight is make some clothespin red, white, and blue. If I can get this tape cut small enough. It's not cooperating.
Hey, Stacy. Hey, Tina. Teresa.
Let me see if I can get another little small piece here.
Hey, Sandra. Hey, Cookie Doyle. Thank you so much for sprinkling early and often. Hey, Donna.
I gotta put my glasses on here. I can't see.
Hey, Sandy. Hey, Cindy Ward. Hey, Cindy, you made it in early.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey,
everybody.
Barbie Ader. Hey, Rita McCorkle.
Okay.
Hello, Lisa.
Well, I can't get this thing thin enough now. I did a while ago, but this last couple pieces is really...
Oh, my goodness.
What?
Nothing.
You
Nothing.
forgot to plug in?
No, shh. Don't tell them. They won't know if you don't tell them.
He didn't plug in,
Don't.
right?
You don't have to tell everything you know, Lisa Brown.
Hey, I'm on a roll today.
Turn on her volume. I didn't have the mic plugged in again. I might as well just admit it. Hey,
Anyway.
Barbie.
I'm putting 3 little pieces of tape on this little skinny clothespin.
No, Joyce, I didn't have the mic on for Lisa, but it's on now.
And if you can see that right there, I'm going to paint 2 little red lines.
Hey, Diane.
And,
Donna fired me again. I'm leaving.
well,
I'm going downstairs.
I about fired you today too, so.
Gee whiz, tough room. Lisa's firing me. Golly.
Anyway, let me cut 2 more little pieces, then we'll start painting these. You know, these would look cute.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, Judy. Hopefully you guys can hear her better now. I've got her plugged back in. Hey, Winnie and Tim.
Well, like I was saying, if you didn't hear me a while ago, I have no makeup on.
Because
Jeff was playing with his new toy, and I got...
Jeff was spraying for ants.
Yeah, but you were playing with it.
No, I was not. Never mind. Go. Present your craft to the kind people.
And I got sprayed with the ant spray.
She did that.
And I wasn't happy.
No, she was not.
Okay, let me try to get this. I'm going to just do 4 of these because this is driving me crazy trying to get that little straight line on there. So we're just going to do 4. So this will be a quick project tonight. Anyway, I base painted these with white because these are just some cheap clothespins, and they had kind of a, not a shellac on them, but kind of a little bit of a sheen on it. And you guys see my table? Let me raise it up right here. See if you can see down here.
She spent some time cleaning.
Yep, I did. I cleaned it off, and I'm going to start using paper here. Because I had ants underneath that piece of faux leather that I had on here. And they're not going to get under there now. Anyway, let me get my red out here. Now, all the kits will be shipped out on Monday. We will have everything ready, and you'll be getting a tracking notice that says that your kit has shipped. I might have to put 2 coats on this.
Also Jeff's fault.
Anyway, we just about got everything ready for them. I'm waiting until the very last minute to pour the paint into the containers. And I'll be doing all that. I didn't paint the bottom of that one.
Yeah, the ants really are bad. I mean, all joking and everything aside, the ants really are bad this year. Hello, Hazel Norman.
Hey. Anyway, I would have had the kits all done this week, but tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment over my thyroid. I've been on thyroid medication for over 25 years because I was 25 when I went on it, and I'm 57, so it's been a while.
Note to viewers, Lisa's age was given by herself, not by her husband.
Yeah, don't bother me.
I know.
Anyway, I had my blood ran just every 6 months, and I take natural thyroid, and my numbers were really off this time.
Donna Shackelford's basically wanting to know which kids you had shipped. She said she thought you said that the kids were shipped.
No, the kits. The Uncle Sam kits will be shipped out on Monday. But anyway.
Hey, Lisa. Good evening, Charlotte. Hey, Jimmy Lou.
I have that doctor's appointment tomorrow, and it's an hour and a half away. And then Friday, we have the funeral to go to of our friend's husband. Well, he was our friend, too. And spend some time with that family on Friday.
Hey, Lene.
Okay.
Hey, Stephanie. And Lisa Oster.
Okay, we just about got the stripes. I'm hoping they turn out good because that tape was a peel. I need to find some thinner tape.
Debbie Knight's watching.
Hey, Mrs. Knight. Well, Mrs. Knight.
Dennis,
Mrs. Knight. Let me tell you guys.
Dennis and Deanna are watching as well.
Debbie Knight was my 6th grade social studies teacher. And then, when I started working at the middle school, she was I think she was a social studies teacher there, and then she went to be working on another program, like a counselor, and then she and I both moved to the high school and worked together. And now she's retired, and it's not going to be the same.
Thank you so much for the sprinkles, Stacy
Okay.
and others.
Let's peel this and see how it looks. I hope I have...
I'm going to try something here real quick, okay?
What?
Okay. Hello, Sherry Adams, Washington, and others. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Okay, let me see if I can get that little piece of tape right there off.
I've wanted to do that about every time somebody's come on from Texas.
I'm going to dry this one just a little bit.
Heidi, the grands are downstairs, and it's just about bedtime. The reason I know it's not bedtime yet is I haven't heard any screaming. They don't like bedtime.
And Layla took a late nap. Okay, I have a...
Thank you, Lisa.
I need something to peel this off with. And I just had a craft knife right here. I got it.
I was reaching for my pocket knife. Texas in the house. We've got a lot of people that come in from Texas.
That's not too bad, but I can see where I've...
Hey, Brenda. Glad you made it.
A little bit.
Brenda, I've been looking at some of the things that you posted on Lisa's page, and you do some really cute things.
Yes, she does. Okay.
Had a lot of fun on our Wednesday night worship too. I know Winnie said that Tim got to preach tonight, so I was really excited for Tim.
Okay, that one turned out pretty good.
Oh, thank you, Deanna.
Taking all these little pieces of tape off.
You know, just like seeing your name go by and seeing that you watched the replay. I even talked about it in the thing. When I don't see certain names scroll by, I wonder, gee, I hope they watch the replay, or gee, I hope everything's okay. So I am glad when people let me know that they got a chance to watch the replay.
Well, some of these lines are a little bit thicker than others, but that's okay. Did everybody see how I did the blocks last night? I stayed up until I got it fixed.
It drove her crazy.
I even went downstairs and washed part of that canvas off and repainted it.
I can attest to that.
I can remember my mom, she used to paint, and there would be a time when she would wash the canvas.
Pamela Wilkinson. We are glad that you're here. And we are in Stillwell, Oklahoma, which is in the northeast side of Oklahoma.
Okay. Let me dry these real quick. I'm going to put them right together so I can hold them down.
Well, Stacy, at least he's honest about it. Hey, when the Lord gives you the blessing of sleep, you need to take it sometimes, Stacy. I'm glad that you got some sleep.
Okay, let's see, baby. I'm going to age these just a little bit with my aging wax because I don't want them just to be so white. And I'm just kind of taking some of the shiny off of it, if you can see that. Not a whole lot.
Hey, Donna, whereabouts in California are you? Lisa and I spent 3 years out in California.
Mm-hmm. My mom was born and raised in California. She didn't move back to Oklahoma until she was about 10, I guess.
Hey, Phyllis. Well, and I was almost born in California because my dad was in the Navy.
Yeah.
And he was stationed in San Diego. Mel Forkiller is back, and she's stocking crafts of red, white, and blue. Hey, Mel.
Anyway, I'm just aging these clips just a little bit. These are just ordinary clothespins you can get at Walmart.
That's a good question. Where is Blake Shelton located in?
Blake Shelton, is it Tishomingo?
I think, yeah, Tishomingo. Tishomingo's not real close to us.
No, it's just south of Shawnee, which is a couple hours away.
Yeah, about 2.5, 3 hours probably.
Okay, now let's get my blue out here.
Yep, Donna, Okie from Muskogee.
Merle Haggard.
Yeah, old Merle. They don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. He was wrong about that, though. Old Merle's probably rolling over right now because it's legal in Muskogee.
Okay, I'm going to paint the top half of this blue. I was going to say red, but it's blue.
Ah, Santa Paula, Ventura County.
I've been to Santa Paula.
Yep.
When Jeff was in the service, we lived in
Monterey Bay.
And my great uncle lived at Santa Paula, and Ashley, our oldest daughter, the one that's downstairs, she was about 8 weeks old. Jeff had gone.
Oh, when you first came, yeah.
Jeff had gone on maneuver somewhere.
That's all I ever did.
And was gone. So my Uncle Frank asked me to come down. He wanted to see Ashley. And he gave me very specific directions. And I left and I called him and I said, I'm on my way. And I wasn't thinking, we lived over right on the coast. And I thought, you know what? I was going down to Carmel and I saw a sign. And it said, I think it said LA or something. Anyway, I thought, well, I'll just take that. I went through Carmel Valley and the road kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I went through Hunter Liggett, which is a military playground. Yeah. Took me 3 hours to cross 20 miles, about 20 miles.
Up the hills and
to
down
get
the
over
hills.
to I-5. And by then, it was another 3 hours. And I only went maybe five miles if I just gone up to Watsonville and got over on I-5 there. It was, maybe 15, 20 miles.
Yep.
But anyway, I could have done that, half an hour. So it was dark, and I called him, because back then there wasn't cell phone, so I had to stop and get a payphone and call and collect. And I said, hey, Uncle Frank, I think I'm lost. And he said, didn't you take the Ojai exit? And I said, yeah, I took the Ojai exit. He said, the first Ojai exit, so that's what I took. He goes, well, what's across the street? And I said, nothing. He said, there's not a Minuteman across the street? And I said, nope. He said, you took the wrong exit. He just raked me over the coals. And I said, no, I took the very first Ojai exit. And I said, I promise. He said, no. He said, you're up in Ojai Valley or something. I forget what it was. Anyway,
Ojai, Ohio.
I said, well, how do I get there? I mean, I came around a windy road. Did I know later that's where they had a lot of wrecks? People driving, drunk right in that area. And he goes, he says something like, okay, he said, are you in that toll booth and there's nothing across there and you're at like a minute, some kind of a gas station, whatever it was. And I told him, yeah. I said, that's where I'm at. He said, okay. He said, do you see that road to your left? And I said, yeah. He goes, get on that road. So I got on that road and he goes, you're going to go approximately 6 miles. And he said, I'm going to be out there with my big old lantern and I'm going to be waving and you better pull in there. And he goes, and I'll put my flag up and my light on, because he was a military guy. He was in World War II and he was highly decorated. So he always had his flag up. By this time, it's like dark. It's 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm tired. And I see him out there with his big lantern just waving, and I see his flag, all lit up, and we go in there. Of course, when I get in there, he gives me a hug, because my mom was an only child, and I didn't have any aunts or uncles on her side, so all her uncles and aunts were just like ours. They treated us just like we were their first niece and nephew, not their, their great niece and nephew. But as a kid, we used to spend the night with my Uncle Frank. He lived in Fort Smith for a while. But we finally, I'm going to let these dry and talk a minute, but we finally got there. And about 2 days later, he wanted me to go with him, Ashley and I and his wife, to go with him to see an old friend. So we're going to see this friend, and we go past the Ojai exit, and my uncle said, did you take that exit? I said, that's not the first exit. I didn't see that one. And so we had to pass the first exit that I saw to get to Max's house. And he goes, well, now when did they put in that exit? Well, I took the first Ojai exit. Anyway, he did apologize to me.
Thank you for the sprinkles that we missed. To answer one of the questions that went by, Ashley Craighead does do some crafting. And don't let this out, but she's hoping to get a cricket for Mother's Day.
I don't think she's going to get it until they move.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I may be wrong.
Yeah, this cold and hot's not doing anything for our arthritis over here either. But thankfully, the last few days have been warmer.
Okay. Now, I'm going to take my smallest brush and
Hot and cold and rain, oh my.
get some white. And I'm just going to dip and just put some circles just to kind of represent some stars.
Dipping dots. You're dipping and making dots.
Yeah, and you maybe messed that one up.
No, you can't pin that on me.
That little middle thing's hot.
Well, you know what, Brenda? Lisa does too. Lisa still hand cuts some vinyl stencils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
And I mean, she has the magnolia stencils too, but she still hand cuts a lot of them.
That one there is messed up. I'm going to have to fix it. Let it dry.
The one that I did. The one that I messed up.
Yeah, I just upgraded to a maker. Cricut maker. A couple of months ago. No, it's been a little bit longer than that. Last fall.
She did, Sandy. She blamed it on me.
Okay, let me find one that I can...
I'm going to tell a story on one of Lisa's friends that she works with at the school. Used to be the principal at the high school, Mona.
Oh.
I ran into Mona at Walmart, and I just walked over there and said hi. Said, well, how are you two doing? I hope you guys are keeping each other out of trouble. Oh, we're trying to, but if we can't, I mean, who are we going to blame? I said, well, don't blame Lisa, because all she'll do is blame me.
I see an ant. I've been spraying up here all day. I don't know how they're living through that. Where's my water?
Well, they've got to be right there in contact with that spray.
Well,
So then some more come and you spray them
believe
again.
me.
Well, it's it. We've just got to keep spraying for a while, and we'll get them. Yep, Brenda, I just got me a new iPad here at the new year, and right after I got it, I stepped on it, and so thankfully it was insured, and I got my new one for my new one last week. No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, you did.
But a few weeks ago. But anyway, I had it put up and haven't used it because I ain't about to touch that thing until I got a case for it. And I got a case for it yesterday. So now I have a new iPad.
Anyway, let me turn this around. There is our 4 little...
Monkeys jumping on the bed?
No.
No.
That's 5.
That's true. That is
5 little monkeys.
We have heard 5 little monkeys for 4 years straight.
Yeah. Layla hasn't gotten into 5 little monkeys. But
Yes, she has.
I haven't seen her do it.
She knows right where it's at on the iPad
Oh,
now.
does she?
Yeah.
Well, Emma was 5 little monkeys for a long time.
Oh, that was her thing.
Anyway, there is our 4 little clips that we made tonight. And,
Yeah. And peppermint works for ants, too. Ashley put down some peppermint yesterday, and we didn't have near as many in the kitchen.
yeah, we haven't had any in the kitchen until we sprayed outside.
Well, yeah, it drove them in. I mean, that's what it did. It just drove them in.
Anyway, I don't mind a spider, but I hate ants. Because they're harder to...
You don't mind spiders.
No, what? I'd rather have a spider because I can kill it, but ants, you're chasing them.
Okay.
And they multiply. Anyway, here's the 4 little patriotic clips that we made tonight. And
simple and easy.
yeah, simple and easy. You can do whatever you want with those little things. Anyway, Mel, you may get these tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow night, I've already got an idea what I'm going to make. I saw it just in crossing on Pinterest. It's a Christmas thing, but you could actually hang these anywhere you wanted. But it was an Uncle Sam Christmas ornament made out of wood. And I think it was the cutest little thing. And, you know, you could hang it off of anything. It didn't have to be a Christmas ornament. That's what it was listed as. But you could hang it off of...
Won't that change everything, though?
No, it's an Uncle Sam ornament. It was cute.
Okay, so instead of the classic, it changed from I am dreaming of a red, white, and blue Christmas. That doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound as good.
A lot of people did.
Okay.
I guarantee Mel probably has red and white blue on her Christmas tree.
No, but she does.
Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 8:30, and Jeff will see you guys in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning at 9:45, and we are going to be continuing talking about our dual citizenship. What did I say?
You said 9:45.
Yeah, Sandy's throwing. I'll bet that laughing face was thrown by Sandy right there. I will bet on it. Okay, let me rephrase that. Sometime after 9:45.
That's better.
I will be on, and we're going to continue to be talking about our dual citizenship on earth and in heaven.
Yeah, that's a good topic. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. If there's anybody new here tonight, we welcome you to our page, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you, guys.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.